Hello, team. I want to show you another method for Automagical that can be helpful when you have PDFs or assessments that maybe aren't as clear to the system as to what the questions are and what type of responses you're looking for. So I'm going to walk you through how to manually, automagically create your PDFs or turn your PDFs into Google Forms. So an example is a PDF that I received from Miss Leanne Smith today. So this is what the PDF looks like. Now, after speaking with her, it looks as if she's wanting the students to take this description and put a stage number 1 through 5 as the answer. So basically the letter column here is more like question 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now, Google Forms does not enter question numbers, so this isn't as relevant to us. It is relevant to Automagical, so the easiest way to convert a PDF or any Google Doc or anything into a Google form using Automagical is to have the questions numbered. Automagical is not going to recognize these letters. And so because it won't recognize the letters, we are going to have to manually tell it which items are actually questions and what types of questions are they. Are students going to type in a response? Are they going to choose an answer, etc.? So I'm going to walk you through how to do Automagical with a PDF such as this. So first thing you want to do is upload that PDF to your Google Drive, as I've done here. You can see the Google Doc or the PDF there. To do that, click New, File, Upload, and upload the PDF. Once you've done that, select the PDF there and then click on your Automagical unicorn. And it's going to populate your options. We do not want to automatically create this form because it's not going to read it the way we would like for it to. So instead, I'm going to click that arrow there and go to Draw on File. When you draw on file, you are going to decide what the questions are and what the question choices are. So if I go to my pop-up, I'm going to walk you through these different options here. Where it says questions up top, you have 3 question options. You have a block. This is going to be your text questions. So if you select the text, which I'm going to show you in a second, then that means that your students are going to be able to type in some type of response. Automagical is what we're avoiding in this scenario, but you can choose Automagical from this screen as well. And then you also have the option for an image. So if your PDF has an image in the question itself, then you would want to select this option to let it know that there's an image that it's looking for in the question itself. Options is your answers. So questions here, answers here. So if you want there to be separate options, so if you have text that you're actually going to select to let it know that those are options, you can do that. If there are images that you want to let it know are actual answer options, and then automatically choosing as well. So a couple of other features, let's say that you were to select something on the page and sorry, let me make sure that's working. There you go. So you're to select a box on the page, but you don't want to use that box anymore. If you click it and then click the trash can and click OK, it will delete that. So that's how you can do that. Or if you want to clear everything you've done, you can clear your page. So what I'm going to do in this case, because I just need this text information to show up as a question for Miss Smith, that's what I'm going to do. I can resize it, but again, if it ends up doing something I don't like for it to do, trash it is. All right, so I'm just going to make sure my box is chosen. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to select each of these to let Automagical know that these are questions that have text in them. Now, for Miss Smith's page here, this does go all the way through the letter Z. And because I'm going to help her by creating this for her, I'm going to go ahead and select all of them while I'm recording. If you would like to fast forward, please feel free to do so. Again, this does go through to letter Z. And I want to make sure that I get all the correct information for Mrs. Smith. Those blocks right there that would just popped up are resizing blocks, just like you would see if you were to draw a square on a Google Doc and wanted to resize the shape of it. Almost there. All right, so now I've chosen all of my questions, and then I'm going to go up to the top and click Update Questions. And this is telling Automagical what I wanted those text-based questions to look like. Once you've done that, on the right-hand side in your Automagical box, you will see the questions populate. And to get through them, you just click that arrow down and you will see all the questions there. You can't edit the questions, which means that you would delete the questions. There's not like a type editing in this section. So if you click Edit Questions, it's going to have some boxes. If you unclick the box, it is going to delete it immediately. So be careful when you click editing that you don't edit something that you did not want to edit. So I have all of my 26 questions. I am going to select Create Form, and this is going to create my Google form for me. You will see over in my Google Drive here that once the form is being created, it should pop up. We're going to let that refresh, but until then, I'm going to click on Open Form here. And I can see by scrolling through that now all those text questions are there. And so at this point, what you would do is decide what type of question you want them to be. So if you want it to be a short answer question, if you want, so for example, I could go in and make this even easier for grading and students. It says use stages 1 through 5. So I could go in and make this a drop down, and I could give them options 1 at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will auto populate for you and make the question required. Same thing for this one. I could do the same thing. 1, and it will give me an at all, required, etc. So I could go through and update each of them so that way the students have options to choose from. You can also change the title, etc. And you have your Google form. And then also, as you know, you can go into settings. You can make this a quiz so that it will grade, etc. Everything that is normally done in a form, you will have access to do. If you have any questions or need any help, please let me know. Thanks, team.